Welcome to part 2 of my Harry Potter Pokemon crossover. Today, we'll be giving Harry's best friend, Ron Weasley, his own team of 6 Pokemon. For those that don't know how this works, I take a character, today it's Ron, and I make a Pokemon team for them. I justify my selections with facts from the movies, books, and internet. Without further rambling, let's look at team member number 1. Until the end of Ron's 3rd year at Hogwarts, he had a pet rat named Scabbers. Turns out that rat was actually Peter Pettigrew in his Animagus form. However, that rat inspired this pick of Rattata as Ron's first team member. Rattata, the mouse Pokemon. Team member number 2 will represent Ron being a member of the Gryffindor house. Loyal, strong, fierce, and a fiery temper, Pyroar, the royal Pokemon. Lions represent Gryffindor, and this is a fire lion. This one seemed pretty simple. The third choice for Ron's team will be representing 2 things. After the Battle of Hogwarts in the 8th movie and 7th book, the Deathly Hallows and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, Ron became an Auror, also known as a wizarding detective. He did this for 2 years. So that is part 1 of why this Pokemon was chosen. Part 2 is Ron's Patronus is a Jack Russell Terrier dog. So I chose the Lillipup line, specifically the middle evolution, Herdier, the loyal dog Pokemon. In the Pokemon main series games, Pokemon Black, White, Black and White 2, and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, you can battle police officer trainers, and they use the Lillipup line. Seeing how Ron is a wizarding police officer, this seemed like a good choice. And while Herdier is definitely not a Jack Russell Terrier, Herdier is clearly a part of the Terrier dog family. So that is how this selection came about. The next selection is a little bit tougher. After 2 years as an Auror, Ron goes to join the family business with George at the Weasley Wizard Wheezes. Finding a Pokemon to represent this stage of Ron's life was difficult to say the least. I decided on Klefki, the Keyring Pokemon, for a few reasons. One of Klefki's ability is Prankster. Working at a joke shop and having Prankster seems to make sense. And he's also a set of keys. And my mom was a small business owner, and her getting the keys to some of her small businesses were very important days. So Ron, now as a small business owner, would be carrying around his key Pokemon. Our 5th member will be representing the Deluminator, or the Putter-Outer. The Putter-Outer was left to Ron in the will of Albus Dumbledore. By clicking it, you can take the light of an area and then give it another click and the light will return. I can't explain it, but Chandelure is what comes to mind every time I think of the Deluminator. Maybe it's because when we first see the Deluminator in the movies, in the Sorcerer's Stone, Dumbledore is taking the lights out of lamps on Privet Drive. Chandelure evolves from a lamp Pokemon, and that's probably how I got here. And lastly, my favorite member of Ron's team. In the Sorcerer's Stone, Ron earned his keep by playing a masterful game of Wizard's Chess, even sacrificing himself so that Harry can go on. So the ace on Ron's team is inspired by chess pieces, Ponward eventually evolving into Bisharp. Do you agree or disagree with the members I picked for Ron's team? Would you like to see me do more Harry Potter characters next? Or do you want me to stretch this out to other fictional characters? Maybe Super Mario or Luke Skywalker? Leave a comment below and please share with a friend.